Hey guys, what's going on? Today we're going to be looking at set number 75269 with 208 pieces, and this is the Duel on Mustafar set. So starting off with display ability, this is a 7 plus set, so my hopes weren't too high going into it that this would be a good display set, because it's more of like a kid's play set, but to be honest, I kind of enjoyed it more than I thought I would. I really liked the build, and the build process was pretty fun itself. But I really like the build. It's pretty detailed, and it really just captures one of my favorite scenes in Star Wars. So, as far as I'm concerned, I would be fine with displaying this. Like, it'd be cool to pose the figures however you would want, and I just like all the details in general. But let's move on to the more the nitty gritty and get into the minifigs. So we'll start off with looking at Obi-Wan Kenobi, and as you can see, he does have his quite controversial robes that aren't really controversial for this set, but really how they reused it in other sets. But in this set, this is a great addition. I really love how these robes look tattered, and I love how they also continue down from the torso to the pants. I think that's a good touch as well. He does have double-sided face printing, which, I mean, in my opinion, is kind of expected by LEGO at this point, especially for a set like this. I mean, for an 18 plus set, it wouldn't really be expected, but for a play set, I think it adds some pretty good playability. So as you can see, he does have more of a neutral face and a scared face, as he would be when he's fighting Anakin. So I don't have too much to say about the back printing. You know, it's pretty standard. It kind of continues that tattered look, which I think is a good addition to the set, but nothing really too special. Moving on to Anakin Skywalker, so similar to Obi-Wan Kenobi, he also has tattered robes, although they are quite a lot darker than Obi-Wan's. And also similar to Obi-Wan's, his Jedi robes continue from his torso down to his pants, which is nice. He also has waist printing, which I didn't mention about Obi-Wan, but they both have waist printing to really help illustrate that flow of robes that go down all the way towards her legs. And this is really a pretty normal Anakin. I do want to say that this also has a double face printing, which is just fantastic. I think this might be like one of my favorite Anakin faces. Not this one, but the backside. So as you can see, he has like a really angry face, and it just looks so cool. It's like his dark side persona. I just love this one, guys. I think this figure is a great addition. So also similar to Obi-Wan, we have some pretty basic back printing, and this just illustrates that tattered look on the back side of the figure. Really nothing too special, but nice addition just to really tie it all together. Now moving on to the build itself, this is a pretty cool build, and I want to just start with the play features. So the first play feature I want to mention is this lava shooting mechanism, I guess you could say. It really just simulates the bubbling lava on Mustafar, and I think it's pretty fun and cool for kids. Here's just an example of how it would work. You just shoot these orange studs included with the set. Another thing that's not really a play feature, in my opinion, but still something fun that moves is this, like, spire thing. I don't really know what it's called, but it moves up and down. Just wanted to mention it, throw it in there. So now moving on to the main feature, which I think is probably the coolest, is that you can actually duel Anakin and Obi-Wan. And as you can see, there's like a little ball joint to grab onto, and you can slide them along these tracks to fight each other, which is just really cool. I think it's going to be a lot of fun for kids playing together, and it's just an awesome feature. Another cool thing about the set is that you can actually change the orientation, so you can either fold it in and it locks in place with a little locking mechanism, or you could fold it out to kind of open up the set, which also looks pretty cool. In my opinion, I think it looks better when it's folded in, but folding it out is also kind of cool. I guess it's really up to your preference. It is still possible to duel the figures when the whole thing is folded out, but in my opinion, it's a lot more fun to play with it when the whole thing is collapsed in, just because instead of moving the characters towards each other and then away from each other, they're moving side to side when it's folded in, which just adds for more like interactive and more of a clashing fight rather than kind of like running away and then coming closer together. I just feel, in my opinion, it's more fun to have it closed. Another really cool thing that I just want to highlight, it's not really a play feature or it's anything like that, it's just a cool detail that they included. This mining droid, it just looks awesome. The two arms just really look cool, and the eyes as well. I just think this is a great inclusion. I don't believe we've ever seen this in LEGO before. We have actually seen Obi-Wan's like platform, I guess you could say, in, I think it was Anakin's Jedi Starfighter from an older wave, but this is a more scaled down version, and I generally think it looks pretty good. Both of them look really good, but that mining droid really stands out to me. But overall, looking at the set, if I had to give it a ranking, I would probably give it like a 6.5 to 7 out of 10, which I wasn't expecting when I got the set. I didn't think I was going to be too impressed. This was honestly just the set to get me over that, I think it was like $80 mark to get the May the 4th promo. But I was pleasantly surprised. I thought this was a pretty cool set, and I actually picked myself another one up to keep sealed. So if I were you, I would pick the set up before it retires. And if you are an investor, I do think this set will go up. Obviously, don't quote me on that. I'm not like a professional by any means, but I think this is like a great scene that will probably go up in value as the time passes. But that's going to do it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like and subscribe. Also, comment down below what you thought of this video and if you plan on adding this one to your collection. Anyways, have a great day, and I'll see you in the next video.